Hello. I am here. We are here. We are live. I am so very thankful to have another wonderful Wednesday. I'm looking at my little Wi-Fi thing is saying like you have connection, you don't have connection, you have connection, you don't have connection. So I'm just like, crap. Okay. We're gonna go with the flow and hopefully everything will just be wonderful and we'll sort out. So yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, ladies and other people that might be joining. I really do appreciate you joining me today. And I have a wonderful guest coming on. And yeah, this is going to be a great chat and a great catch up. I'm really excited about that. But before we get started, and you're trying to figure out why are you seeing all of this all up in your face right now, let me tell you um, who I am. My name is Yolanda. I am locating cozy, and this is a broad chat. So thank you for joining. And here we talk about just stuff, everything from pet sitting to making decisions to focus on yourself and be selfish and do things that brings joy into your life. That's what the focus is here on a broad chat with locating cozy with moi. Okay. So yeah, here we go. First and foremost, please do make sure that you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you will know whenever I have something really amazing and insightful to share. Yes? All right. Yes. Um, yeah, I have a few things coming up. I have a few big announcements that are coming down the pipeline. As you guys know, let me go ahead and just get that ready right now and just say a few things. One is, as you guys know, I am launching and open up the schedule for the Travel Buddy experience here in Spain. And that is launching next week. If you are not on the wait list, get on the wait list. Make sure that you are always in the know about any future updates. I finally invested in the platform that has the nice professional um, um, uh, emails and all that stuff that goes out. So I've been using that. I have been learning that and patiently figuring it out because, as I've told you guys before, I am not a like email marketing, subscription thing, but I understand the value and the importance of getting information out. So therefore, make sure that you do go here to locatingcozy.com, get ready so that you will be the first to know when my booking slots open up for the Travel Buddy experience. It is a curated experience. It is not a tour guide situation. It is actually a curated experience for those women who don't feel comfortable just traveling alone. They want somebody with them to support them, to cheer them on, and hang out with them and do things with them. And that is me. If you're coming to Spain, if you're coming to Barcelona, Madrid, or Zaragoza, and need a big sister, I say even in some cases, maybe a big mama, cool cousin, cool auntie to hang out with you in Spain while you discover, even if you're either traveling, just vacationing, or if you are just doing some country scouting and you're like, you know what, I want to bop around a little bit and I want to get the lay of the land, but I'm not quite sure if I can do it by myself. You don't have to worry about it. Here I am. Get on the wait list. Okay. My booking is very limited. Okay. It's only, I think I'm doing, did I say 3 or 4 in October? uh, 5 in November and 5 in December. And that's all I'm doing right now. Okay. And then also launching soon, I'll be working with my wonderful attorney. You guys know who he is, my Spanish immigration attorney here in Spain. And we're working on a collaboration to offer services, relocation advisor, and also working with him and getting you ready if you need to work on getting a visa to understand what all your options are. Yes, of course, you have the option to go straight through Carlos, okay, my Spanish immigration attorney who everybody loves, who I just totally cheer on all the time. But if you need more of a hand holding experience as far as making that move, services coming soon where I will be there to talk you through and offer sessions that detail step by step. Because what happens, sometimes we make that plan, we're all gung ho, but then we have one thing that happens and you're like, oh, I can't do it. I just can't. It's not meant to be. Interlocating services, excuse me, interlocating cozy consulting relocation advisor services. Okay. So get on the wait list and you will have all the information you need. Right? Right. Now, let's see what else I need to make sure before I bring on my guest. I think that's it. I think that's it for now. Yeah, I'll throw in a couple of other little dashes and a couple of other little things in there. But all the links are in the description. So, yeah, I'll throw some stuff up, but all the links are in the description. All right. Y'all ready? So, I want to bring on Miss Keyoka, okay, the awkward black nomad. How you doing, love?
Good. How are you?
Did I have a mouthful? I'm like, okay, did I get it all out? Okay.
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm so glad that you agreed to come on because I know that you've been doing a lot this summer and you took a break from some things and leaned and jumped all the way into some other things. And I want to talk to you about all of that and get some great insight. And I think I have some good probing, deep questions. And girl is girlfriend chat. Okay, come
You
on,
gonna
let's
get
keep
in
it
my
real.
business?
All up in your business. Okay.
Okay, we'll see.
But before we get started, I do want to go ahead and just say thank you for those that are here now during the live. And make sure that you come in and say hello and, say where you're from, what you're doing, what's going on in your world. And if you're catching this on the replay later on down the road, make sure that you put your comments as you're watching. If you feel so inspired to give feedback, please do. I love to reply to feedback. Thank you very much. Okay.
I don't.
And okay.
So if you come on
You
my
know
channel, don't leave me no feedback. Only want nice comments. I don't need
oh, no, no,
any.
no. The feedback has to be positive. I don't play that. I'm in denial. No, it better be positive. Yeah, okay. It better be. I've had, like, somebody try a couple of times to come on and, like, say something stupid. I'm like, I'm not here to get all the likes or whatever, or, I'm not worried about the stats. So if you say something I don't like, I'm blocking your butt, period. Okay? That's just how it is. Hello, Bayesian Alpha. Hey, Christine. This is my neighbor, one of my good friends here in Zaragoza. Hey, girl.
Hi,
Hey.
Christine.
I'll see you this weekend, right? She's a bit of a homebody. She's a bit of an introvert. So I have to, you
South,
like power to the people.
South Jersey. That's right. I support
And
that.
so, yes. So yeah, we went walking. I'm telling some of your business. So Christine goes to Madrid once a month to go get her hair done. Because that's where she found a beautician that works for her. And so, but we go walking, and right now we were going walking during the week, but because daylight doesn't come until like 8, and then she has to work and everything, so it wasn't feasible. So we started L introverts unite.
Exactly, Christine.
So so we've been trying to like walk on the weekends, but anyways, I put in yeah, we'd be walking and try to make up for lost time and putting in like 5.5, 6 miles. And yeah, we walked one Saturday before and we did almost 6 miles and my body was so hurting for days afterwards. And so this past weekend, we walked from our area to the train station where Christine was getting on the train to go to Madrid.
Mhm.
And yeah, we walked, and then me and another girl, we walked back. And yeah, it's a lot of work to try to cram it all in on the weekends. But,
It's true.
you know, but make no mistake, Zaragoza is a walking city. So you're walking anyways, but just to be very intentional about the walking and, yeah. But it's also great to be able to catch up, during that time and see the ladies. So,
Yeah, that's nice.
yes. And then hello, Cheryl PhD. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you.
Hey, Dr. Cheryl. I know you.
Yes. Yeah, she supports all of us and she comes on here and yes. What you drinking, girl?
Oh, this is called a social tonic. It's strawberry and guava.
Oh,
Has
okay.
nootropics in it. Nootropics. Yeah.
It
So
was in a
like
pretty glass. I thought it was a cocktail. Okay.
it's a little early on my end for cocktails,
Oh, that's
but
right. No, it's 1 o'clock, girl. It's you can drink in my honor because I'm just sipping on water.
But this
Okay.
this has ashwagandha. It has L-theanine. So like all of the, it has lion's mane. Some of the
Oh, okay.
girly, you know,
Wow. All the things that are
good for
they're
your
good
mind
for
and
you in
mood.
some. Okay. Okay,
Yeah, this is
cool.
the mind and mood cocktail thing,
Mhm.
non-alcoholic.
Okay. Yeah, I will commence for my cocktail afterwards. I'll be like, "Oh, got that done. Cocktail time." Okay. So, as you know, I always like to start with the one of the main questions for locating cozy, and that would be, how are you locating your cozy? What have you done that is just for yourself, that brings you joy, that just made you smile? It was not to please or appease anyone. It was just like, I'm gonna have a cookie. I'm gonna have a cocktail. I'm not gonna answer that phone. What have you done that was just about you?
Well, I think I said this last time I was on here. Fortunately, my whole life is just about me. So I do a lot of things for myself. Today,
Yeah.
I went to the gym and I worked out and I lifted really heavy. So I'm proud of myself. I'm also having this social client. I feel like I'm advertising for these people. They're not giving me a check,
It's
but
time.
you know. But I have a new coffee shop that I've been going to called Black Rock Coffee Bar. It's really good.
Okay.
And yeah, so I had my coffee this morning. I get a caramel blondie. It's delicious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Black Bar Coffee Bar. That's in Dallas?
It's in Dallas, but I'm in North Dallas. So I'm in like the
Oh, okay.
Plano area.
Yeah, we're not gonna put all your business about where you be going out there and stuff, but also it's like, ooh, okay.
Y'all can roll up on me if you want to.
Try
Okay.
me. Try
Try
her.
me if you want.
Okay.
Okay. I got two chihuahuas that are ready. They stay ready. So
Oh my goodness. That is too funny. So you've been enjoying some good coffee and just like, yeah, just going to the gym and just doing all about you moments all the time as much as possible.
yes.
I love that.
Celebrating
I
my
love that.
life. Yeah.
That's cool. Please do put in the comments. I want to know, what have you done? Tell me. I know y'all do make up a lie. Tell me something. If you haven't done it yet, tell me what your intentions are, what you want to do to locate your cozy. Yeah. Okay. Some people are like,
Christine
oh, I would like to.
Christine put that she bought her ticket to go see Sound of Music. I am always singing the Sound of Music in my head. My mom used to sing that to my sisters and I when we were growing up. So I'm always like, like, I'll be doing nothing and then I'll burst out in song and it's that song. Like,
Okay, so this is the deal with Christine. I want Christine to come on. It's not her person. She was like, nope, I can't do it. So, but I can put her business out there. Christine, you know what? The introvert, but she finds joy. She does things. So a few months ago, she was so excited because it was the anniversary for Pride and Prejudice, and she went to the theater here in Zaragoza, and went there by herself, and the theater was packed. I'm lying. I'm lying. It wasn't. It was empty. It was like 4 people in there. But she went, yes, she went to the movie theater here, and I guess and so now The Sound of Music is going to be showing here in
mm,
Zaragoza, right, Christine? So yeah, it's a big deal. And Pride and Prejudice was actually showing around her birthday, and I was like, oh, I should go with her, and I was like, no, you're not. Okay.
she probably doesn't want you to come, but
I know, yeah, it's cool. She said
said
it's
it's
never
never
a
packed.
fact.
No, we like it. We like it. Let them people stay home.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it's, the things that we get excited about, it's like it's our own thing. People might think is weird. It's like this is what, it's what she was very excited about when she found out about Sound of Music happening here. It's like, girl, okay, you do you. Okay.
Right. That's your zhuzh. Never want to yuck
Yes.
your.
So for me, um, how am I locating my cozy? So here's the deal. I told everybody last week that I started taking sewing classes. And
Awesome.
then like I started taking the sewing classes on a Monday. I took a 4-hour intensive, and then I started my regular Tuesday sewing class in the afternoon, okay, or in the morning. It starts in the morning. It's 2 hours, okay. And so it's in Spanish. Now, my instructor, the owner is only speaks Spanish, but my instructor actually speaks some English. But the manual is in Spanish. Ooh, yes, I'm tearing up stuff, but I got to show you. So here's my thing. And so I have to do patterns. I'm making a skirt and I'm making a blouse. Ugliest things ever, but it's teaching you how to like actually create, patterns. Well, my wonderful instructor, she comes over and she helps and she's absolutely wonderful. But what she'll do is she'll just kind of take over sometimes and just be like, okay, so here, and just draws the lines and everything. And I'm like, no, let me do it. I can actually read most of the instructions because it's very like you have your whole like number sequence and then it's outlined for each number from 1 to 2. It'll tell you like what to do, but it's in Spanish. But I actually understand most of it. And every now and then I'll have to bring out my Google Translate and hover over because you can with your phone you can hover over and it'll translate. Every now and then I have to do that, and then every now and then I'll have to actually reach out to the instructor and be like, hey, I need help. Come help me with this. But I'm literally understanding this book in Spanish and following the directions. And it's very, very it's very liberating for me. It's just amazing and stuff. And everybody knows that I'm the only person in there that doesn't speak Spanish. There's 2 other people in there that speak, some students that do speak a little English. It's two guys. And they say like hello. And I'm like, say a lot of me. Okay.
They know you don't understand.
I can understand. Oh, I can understand Qatar. But bless you, sweetheart. Salute.
Thank you. I'm getting over a little cold, so
Oh wow.
I may have to mute myself a few times, but I've been doing fine so far.
I did a whole interview with Krishan from Blacks and Global last week, and then like in the last like 5 minutes, my voice was gone because I had done my live, and then I was interviewed by her, and my voice was gone, and I just started just coughing, and I thought I had put it on mute so I can cough, and I realized later I just hacked all into my microphone.
Great, it's great.
I was like, okay, well, you know what? It's over, it's done with. But yeah, don't worry, we understand. It's alive. But yeah, so that's my locating my cozy is just really taking charge and I don't want to come across as rude, but when I see her kind of writing for me or like doing the measurements or whatever for me, and I mean I almost want to be like back up, back up. I don't do all that. It's just in my
Please,
mind. I'm like, yeah.
let me do it myself. Maybe you can ask her next time. Like, let me do it myself. Let me try it.
Oh no, she understands now and stuff. So whenever because what'll happen is when she does try to with the best intentions, but when she does kind of like take the ruler and then if she like lets go of the ruler for a hot second, I grab it and I'm like, oh okay, and I'll say bye and stuff, and then she's like, okay, she has it. So yeah, that's my world. I'm so excited. I just want to see. Let's see, Erica Cox. Thank you. She says my cozy is taking a break from work to watch this live. Okay, girl.
Welcome, Eric.
Winner. Thank you. I'm glad that you joined. I hope that you get some great insight from this. So, Keyoka, please do tell us. I have a whole bunch of questions, but can you tell us a little bit about yourself for those who, by some weird coincidence, don't happen to know who you are? I don't see how that's possible. But can you tell us a little bit about yourself before we get started?
Cool. I'm Keyoka, the awkward black nomad. I'm a writer, I'm a dog mom, and I travel solo, sometimes with my dogs. I talk a lot about this on my channel. I also invite other Black travelers from all over the world to talk about their experiences living and bopping around abroad. If that sounds like content you're interested in, go down to this place right here on the YouTube streets and also on social media, the Awkward Black Nomad, and go ahead and click subscribe, okay? Sit down, stay for a while, watch my videos, say hi to me. I love when people say hi to me. What else I got? That's it. That's my spiel.
And I really do enjoy watching your content because it's natural. It's just good, natural, fun conversation. It's not it's feel good conversation, and I really appreciate that. Yeah.
I always say like my side of the internet is really, really chill. Okay. It's an introvert friendly environment. Okay. We're not talking about no crazy stuff. You join one of my lives, you watch one of my videos, you'll walk away feeling really good. Like we just having a chat. Like we've been talking on the phone.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's the vibe. That's the vibe I like. I when I leave, I'm not stressed out, and I, the real world is just too much in some sense. And so we do talk about real world topics and everything, but not something that's going to have you like hiding in a corner afterwards. It gives you hope.
Yeah. I hope so. I hope so. That's what I want.
So I wanted to start out. You've been doing a lot this summer, and girl, I've been loving every minute of it. But I wanted to acknowledge that you got really selfish and took a break and
Yeah.
took a break this summer, and you were like, I'm not posting, I'm not doing anything on the YouTubes or whatever. What is that something that you usually do, or was this an extended version of it? How did that come about for this time?
It's not something I usually do, but I think it's gonna be something that I start doing. So my birthday is in June, and I plan to go to Mexico. And then right after that, I knew that I had China coming up in July, right? So I was like, well, why don't I just not post anything? Like, why don't I just disappear? Right. So, like, for me as an introvert, I need to sort of like hibernate a little bit. Like, I need to like have moments where I'm not talking to anybody and not doing anything. And I definitely didn't want the pressure of like creating content. I mean, I filmed while I was like on these trips, but I didn't
Mhm.
want to have that pressure of like, going live and putting out social media posts and like figuring out, guests to come on the channel. I just wanted to like take a break for myself and just celebrate my life and like enjoy the fruit of my labors. I just finished I held a copywriting course in the beginning of the year, and that did really well. So I just kind of wanted to like, I don't know, like celebrate my win, celebrate myself. I always use my birthday as an opportunity to like for me that's my New Year's, right? So that's like when I'm setting my intentions, that's when I'm thinking about like what I want from life in the upcoming year. So it was really important for me to just kind of take my little hiatus and focus all of my efforts into myself and just enjoying my little life. And that's what I did.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, back up. I think I've asked you this before, and maybe I didn't, but I want to know. Help me understand what exactly is copywriting.
Oh, so basically a copywriter is somebody who works in marketing. We write articles, we write blogs, we write web pages. A person like myself, I'm skilled in SEO, which is search engine optimization. Oh my God, I haven't given the spiel about my profession in a second.
Okay.
But search engine optimization, so that means like using specific keywords to get traffic to go to your website, go to your YouTube page, go to your social media, anything online. It's beneficial to understand SEO just so you know that you're using the right keywords that people are searching for. So yeah, so a
Okay.
copywriter basically fits into any type of industry, any business. So there are copywriters for construction companies, copywriters for bakeries, clothing brands, hospitals. I'm what you would call a medical copywriter. So I work for a medical device company. And yeah, it's a position that works in marketing, and we write. Hope that's
Okay. Cool. There's things because, and I asked that question because I work in accounting. I work in accounts receivable on that side of accounting. And it was funny because in one of my accountability groups, I was saying about how I was working on a contract for AR, and I didn't know that there were all these other acronyms, I guess, that AR represents. Okay, and so they had went down the list, and they were like, so something research and something about record labels and something just went down the list. And so that's why I always try to ask is like, explain what you do, because we might have it, we don't know the lingo sometimes, and so we don't know what it really entails, and what your professional world looks like. Yeah, because
Yeah,
AR is not. Yeah.
people often think I'm talking about copyright, which is like something totally different and it's spelled differently. No, I mean, I do have to deal in compliance a little bit, but for the most part, it's a completely different sector.
Yeah, yeah, and a lot of times, because I do work on in corporate accounts receivable and collections, they'll like immediately like, "Oh, you work for a collection agency." No, that's not what I do. Okay, that's not what I do at all. And so yeah, that's why I wanted to get that clarity on that. Thank you for sharing. So the thing was this, you took the time off and then you came back with a vengeance, because when you came back in the past couple of weeks, you like were going live like every day it seemed for 2 weeks straight.
Well, no. Like,
I was like, she's live. That was 8 hours ago. No, I'm just playing, but
I mean, I really need to have a content calendar. I should start doing that.
okay. Well, you came back strong, and it was like I felt like we had to, because I missed you, girl. I really did. I mean, a lot of people like missed your content. So when you went live and started like posting like every other day or whatever it was for a while, I was like, oh yay, catch up time. This is great. Okay, but I don't want you to get burnt out. So
Thank you. I take breaks in between. So like this week I don't have any lives, but last week I think was another week where I think I went live like maybe 3 times that week. So it's like it comes in waves, and I try to like schedule breaks in between.
Okay. Well, I enjoyed it. And I took some time off too. I still go through FOMO, but I took
Mm.
maybe 5 weeks off where I didn't go live or anything like that and stuff. And I just felt like maybe I was behind, but I was like, girl, relax. You're
Well,
okay. Okay.
there is that fear that like you'll come back and no one will be there. Everybody will forget you,
Mhm.
or nobody's gonna watch it. But I think like it's important to just take time for yourself, and the people who love and support you are always gonna be there anyway.
Yeah.
So when I came back, I saw like a lot of my familiar subscribers who like there's certain names I always see popping up, like Dr. Cheryl, right? Or like
Mhm.
I have a lot of subscribers like
Locating cozy.
locating
Okay.
or like so it's like I see these names and it feels like, oh, like these my people, like y'all are back, we back, we
Yeah.
live. So people are always ready and welcoming to me, so I'm very fortunate for that.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. And so, well, I'm glad that you've taken a breather and you come back just even stronger and just ready to, share. And, your interview style is really, really great. And I thoroughly enjoy it. So let me see. Did you go to Mexico first or did you go to China?
So I went to Mexico, then I went to China, then I went to Colombia, and in a few weeks I'm gonna go to Ghana.
Okay. So where did you go in Mexico? See, I guess I wasn't paying attention, or what life. I mean, my daughter was getting ready to have another baby, so I was kind of busy. But
Oh,
okay.
the baby dropped.
Oh yeah, I mean that was the end of August. Yes. So now I have dos nietas. Yes. Okay. Yes, I have dos.
That's
And so
amazing. Congratulations.
yes, so it's really great. It's really great. But so you went to Mexico. Was there any particular goals when you went to Mexico, or was that just a one-off, or just like
No.
I'm here and we'll see?
So my big sister just got her passport. And I was like, so our birthdays, my birthday is June 14th, her birthday is June 19th. And I was like, for my birthday, I want you to give me your passport. And for your birthday, I'll take us to Mexico City. So she was like, okay, I'll get my passport. And I'm like, okay. So and she's like, I don't want to go to Mexico. I'm like, I don't care what you want. So I booked us a trip to Mexico City for our birthdays. So it was my first time going to Mexico City. My first time going to Mexico.
Oh,
So
okay.
I didn't really have a lot of plans. I just wanted to like explore the city, and there were some things we could do, some things we didn't get to do because of the weather. But we'll definitely be back. Okay. The
Was it
sisters,
too hot or was it rainy?
a little bit of both.
Oh, okay,
A
okay.
little bit of both.
So
We
what
had a
did
really
I mean? I remember when I first, okay, so I went to Mexico for the first time, went by myself. That was in December 2023. I booked a 5-week pet sit in Puerto Vallarta. Then I spent 3 weeks in Mexico City. I had a 1-week pet sit there, and then I had a 1-week pet sit in San Miguel de Allende. So I was like, and just people were like, "You gonna go to Mexico? Oh, well, what about the holidays?" I'm like, I'll be in Puerto Vallarta for Christmas and New Year's. What are you talking about? But yeah, I had never gone, and Mexico City was. Rashida had said, I said I love Puerto Vallarta, and Rashida said you need to come to Mexico City. And once I got to Mexico City, I understood. I was like, oh
Mm.
yes, I enjoyed that. What did you do, or anything that you experienced there was kind of like a big yes or a big like I don't know about this crap.
So I feel like Mexico City is one of those places that you have to go to multiple times and see different areas, because it feels like every section of the city is something different. But I didn't really have a whole lot of plans, so we really just ate. I got to meet up with like I met up with Adelia, who I haven't
Okay.
met in person. Have I met her? I think that was my first time meeting her in person. I also, one of my friends, Dee from Brown Girls Invest too, she came to Mexico City to hang out with me.
Okay.
Just like walking around, eating really good food. We found this, my sister's lactose intolerant, so we found this like vegan, gluten-free, lactose-free ice cream place called like it's called like Nieve or something. It was really good. It was so good. And we're gonna
Okay.
go back. We're gonna go back. I liked Culiacan, I think is how you say it.
Okay.
And we also went to the
Oh, okay. I, I know what
that
you're
area.
talking about. I can't remember.
It reminds me of Spain. It's really nice. And then we saw the Frida Kahlo Museum. Of course, we had a really knowledgeable tour guide who gave us like all these really cool stories. And I had fun. I feel like if I go again, I want to stay in maybe a different part of the city. The
Okay.
place that we were staying was really busy, like a lot of traffic at all hours of the night, and it was like one of those places that was just very like uh awake. I
Okay.
wanna say. There's a
It
lot of
was on 24/7.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of people in Mexico City. So like my introverted battery was like pushing it. Like I felt like, okay, I need to find places to hide because there's a lot
Yeah.
of people. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yeah. I mean, again, I thoroughly love Mexico City. I was at the point because I knew I was getting ready to move to Spain, but had I not had plans already, knowing that I was getting ready to move to Spain, I would have stayed in Mexico City. I
Mm.
really thoroughly liked it. Oh, yes, and then I found like the walking group there, and yeah, it's just and I will just go someplace and figure it out. But they had like a whole different art galleries they had like around the city that were like having a big events and stuff, and I happened upon some rooftop party when I was there, and I had the mezcal with the mezcal sour. That thing was so good.
Yeah, I did get to
Mezcal,
try
I
Mexico. It's really good.
yeah, yeah. It's off topic on topic. I was here and somebody said something about I was at some place and they were like, "Oh, mezcal," and I was like, "Mezcal from Mexico," and they were like, and they looked at me and I was like, "No, I'm not gonna play with you. No, you're messing with my emotions." Guys, I got really excited. I was like, if you have that confused look on your face, it's not real. No. Okay. I don't I will figure out a way to curse you out in Spanish. Don't make me. So you were in Mexico when you did that with your sister, and how did your sister, like, how was she enjoying that experience of that was
She
the first
enjoyed
time out of the
herself.
country?
Yeah, that was her first time. She really enjoyed herself. She wants to go back. So I was like, okay, we'll figure it out. We'll go again. But now I'm like, well, you have your passport. So there's so many other places that I want to go with you. So
Yeah,
we'll see. I don't know. I
baby
want to go to
steps.
Japan.
Baby steps, girl.
Yeah.
She's like, it's too much.
She's like, people have jobs, Keyoka. Like, quit your job.
Like, makes sense to me. No, we
Let's
were,
go
yeah.
travel. It's
Yeah,
not.
the whole big thing, people think that, because of what we do as far as, doing stuff. And of course, we post some happy pictures. I share, on my YouTube channel, I've shared some jacked up situations I've been in. But
Mm,
people tend to think that, oh, you must have some kind of like, you won the lottery and didn't tell anybody. It's like, no, I need my income. Okay. Just have it set up a little bit differently so I have a little bit more freedom. That's
yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
So whose idea was it? Who devised the trip for the trip to China? Because how many of you guys went?
I think we had 9 people. So a girl. So that's why it's good to have a YouTube channel. So I met up with Bianca, who is Queen Bee Speaks on Instagram. She was
Okay.
actually, I think it was over the summer. Yeah, so over the summer last year, she was driving through Latin America with her dog. So I met up with her, not met up with her, but I reached out to her on Instagram and I was like, I love connecting with other like solo traveling women who have dogs because at one point I was entertaining the idea of me driving with my dogs. She got a little bit more Spanish than I do, but I was like, I can do that with my dogs, but I don't know. So yeah, so I interviewed her on my channel and she brought up that she was hosting a group trip in China. She actually has lived in China for 5 years, speaks fluent
Okay.
Mandarin. And I was like, oh, well, send me the link for it. She sent me the link and it was like a super affordable price for a trip to China. And I was like, okay, when am I ever gonna go? There's no need to go to China. When am I ever gonna go to China? Might as well go. And I went and I had an amazing time. And I met another girl, Brittany, who is whimsically Brit. I also interviewed her on my channel.
Yes.
And we met in
As
person.
you're saying these names, I'm like, I need to reach out because I'd be like, okay, my next guest will be.
Right. And also
I'll be
Ramaya,
poaching, girl. I'll be poaching. Okay.
yeah. Well, we met in person, and it's just really cool to, you see people on social media, and it's like, oh, they have such fun lives, and they seem like, I don't. As an introvert, I feel like I always look for people, and I'm like, you would be a good friend. You would be a good friend. But it was nice to like meet them in person, and then now I consider them friends. So I don't know. You go on a group trip. That was my first time really going on a group trip, and I feel like I had the chance to connect with everybody. And we're planning a trip to Dubai next year, so hopefully
Okay.
we'll see us all together again.
That's cool. That's cool. Was it, were there any, I'm not trying to like start no mess and everything, but was there like, because how long were you guys together on this journey?
Yeah, it was 10 days. We did 4 cities in China.
Okay. Were there, I mean, I guess with your personality and maybe with other people's personality, were there some challenges of connecting with some people in the group, or did it just kind of eventually evolve and you kind of like had your own special connection with each one, or how did that work?
Well, I'm an air sign, so I don't have any challenges connecting with people. So it wasn't me. No, but I really think that it was like a co-ed group, and I really think
Mhm.
there were moments where I had connections with everybody on the group. Like it wasn't one of those things like all the girls on one side, all the boys on the other side. It was like we all were just hanging out
Yeah.
together. There were times where like we would go on side quests. And so like, such and such and such want to go get coffee. The rest of the group doesn't. So we're gonna go off and get coffee by ourselves. It was just like things like that where we had moments where I was able to connect with all of the people in the trip. So that was nice. There was no drama.
That's good. That's good. That's good. But well, because you know, I'm sure you've heard, and God knows I love my family, okay? But also, I have not gone on any family trips as an adult. That now that I've kind of come into, you know, my own or whatever stuff. But yeah, I have never gone on family trips because I can't be like, oh, we have to sit here at this table and we're going to do this excursion. And oh, you don't want to go? Why don't you want to go? You know, things like that that I don't want to. And then also, like, I have family that's like in serious Bible Belt and everything, and none of them drink. And I'm like, girl, I'm about to get lit. I'm on vacation. I'm vacation drinking. Okay, so
I think part of it is most of the group didn't really know one another very well. So I think sometimes with group trips, if you know people, then they're willing, like your family is probably going to test your boundaries a little bit more than a stranger would. Or your family's probably going to have like, well, I'm not doing X, Y, and Z, versus a stranger who, because they don't know you, they're more willing to like play ball and like, even though I don't want to do it, I'm going to get up and go. I think another thing is everybody there, they were all experienced travelers. Like they had been to several countries. Half the group lived abroad, right? So it's like everybody's like, look, we here for 10 days. We get up at this time. We get ready to go at that time. Let's go. Like, let's move. And I think that helped us have like a successful experience because nobody was letting like ego or like, listen, we all tired. Okay, China ain't for the weak. So we were all tired. I feel like we all governed ourselves pretty well and we gave each other a lot of grace.
Okay. And I said that because I was like, I haven't like really gone on any trips with my family. I'm like, girl, that's a lie. What I guess when I'm thinking about trips, I'm thinking about like I have not gone on any family cruises. Nope. You know, I had some family members that wanted to go to Disneyland, whichever one is in Florida, and I had a bunch of stuff because at the time I was transitioning and trying to get things together to move, you know, to another country and stuff. So it wasn't going to work out. But I also didn't have any urge to go to Disneyland or Disney World or whatever it was and stuff. But I did go in 2022. We did a family trip to Hawaii. And that was really great because it was like respecting the boundaries. We planned to get together at a certain time, but then like if they wanted to go, you know, parachuting or parasailing or whatever it was, which I was not doing, or getting on the I don't know, what is it, the motorbikes, whatever, where they go in the sand dunes. I wasn't doing all that. And so I was like, I will see you guys this evening for the dinner and for the luau, and peace out. And so we happily did our own thing, and it was like no pressure, and I enjoyed that very much.
I think I enjoy that as well. So like as somebody who has solo traveled a lot, I think it's important for me to know what I like to do and do that instead of like trying to, I don't know, like sometimes it's like, okay, I want to be included, but also I know I don't really like people. Like I know that about myself. So if I have to spend all the time with the people, I'm not going to enjoy myself. Y'all not going to enjoy me. So I'm going to just go ahead and do what I want to do. I'm going to have my little time by myself and we will reconvene.
Yes.
That's okay.
Yes. It's like, now, I'll be mad if you don't ask me, but I reserve the right to say no. But yeah, ask me. Just be like, hey, girl, we're doing this. Oh, okay, well, thank you. No. Okay. You know, like I remember I did the tour in Hawaii. I did the tour around the island, which was absolutely, I went by myself, absolutely amazing. And I loved every minute of it. And, you know, I just came back all refreshed and just like, oh my God. And so it was a beautiful experience. And, you know, they were like, well, you know, I kind of hate that I didn't do it. And then I'm like, well, you know what? You'll come back another time. But yeah, I get that. Yeah. So was there any, I'm going to ask this for each place, was there any, like maybe the most challenging part when traveling around Spain, around China? What was the most challenging?
So China at the time that we went was extremely hot. Extremely
Okay.
hot. So like in Beijing, there wasn't a lot of overhead covering, like awnings and things like that, not even a lot of trees. So you're just
Mhm.
outside and the sun is beating down on you. So that was like a lot. I think also they got a lot of people in China, right? Like as you can imagine. So every city
Mhm.
that we went to was just very, very crowded. And Chinese people don't really have a sense of like space. So they're like right here. Like they all in your business every single time. Another thing, needless to say, is staring. They will stare at you. They will take pictures of you, pictures and videos, without your consent. There were a few times where we were asked to take pictures, and then if one of us or somebody in the group says, "Yeah, I'll take a picture," a line would form. Okay, it was kind of
Oh
like
my God.
people would start to crowd around us, and it was like a celebrity appearance. Like everybody wanted to get in line to take pictures with us. There was one time where one of my friends, we were all sitting on the bench waiting for smoothies, and this lady just came up and put her baby on her lap and tried to take a picture of us. And
Oh my God.
even the baby was like, "What am I doing?" So it's like people would do stuff like that all the time. And I think sometimes it's like it's cute when kids or like teenagers get really excited to see a foreigner and they want to take pictures or they want to try out their English, but it after a while it gets really overwhelming and it's actually pretty rude when you see people
Yeah.
sneak taking pictures of you.
Yeah, I've told this story before. The time that I fell in love with Spain, and I was like, I need to figure out how to stay here forever. I had gone to a picnic at Retiro Park in Madrid that some of the members from Melon and Madrid had thrown, and it was like, I want to say it was about, I'm just going to say it's about maybe 50 Black people in Retiro Park on this beautiful Saturday. It was just beautiful. Line dancing, everything. And, people were looking, you know, they were just like, it's a bunch of Black people just sitting up here just having a good old time and stuff. So people were looking, but there was one lady, happened to be an Asian lady, that came up with, and we weren't dancing at the time. We were sitting down just talking, and she came up with her phone and was just taking, I don't know, she was video or whatever stuff, and we're looking like, I understand if we were dancing, doing the
Right.
whole line dance. We were sitting down just talking, and she came up and just started like just taking video of us. And finally, it's like, do you not see the stank eye on our face? Like, get away. What are you doing? Okay. And so
Yeah.
I think somebody, I don't know if she was videotaping us or if she was on the phone with somebody, but I think somebody that she was on the phone with maybe had told her to stop.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah.
Or maybe somebody gave her the finger. I don't know. I'm not sure. But okay. But yeah, I get that. It's like, and also one of the things that I will say, because I heard this before I moved here, was like, it's rude for you to stare back if somebody's staring at you. And I'll be the first to tell it. It's like, because it's like usually it's the elderly that do it, that will stare and like, like, what are you doing here? But if they do, I stare hard right back. It's like, I stare. I mean, I'm not being mean and stuff, but I will, look back. I'll acknowledge, like, I see you staring at me, and I'll usually with a smile, but sometimes I just look right back at them, like, hello.
And I think too,
Yeah.
like when I was in Albania, they stare a lot at you in Albania. Like they're
Mm,
all like Albanians they will stare at everybody. But I think my issue with it is I don't like taking pictures with people I like. So why would I take pictures for a stranger? Right?
yeah.
Like I'm not doing all that. And I don't enjoy it. I think it was beneficial to go on this kind of trip with people who speaks Chinese because they could interact with the person taking the picture, the person videoing, and say like, "Don't do that. That's not okay." And that helped the experience a lot because like Bianca would confront people. Okay, Bianca would confront people. She'd be like, "We're not pandas. Don't take pictures of us." Like she kept saying, "We're not pandas" in Chinese. And
Yeah.
I think that really it clicked for people like, oh, these are human beings. Because there's a part of it that does
Ah,
feel like
you're
you're,
on display.
like you're on display, like you're a zoo animal. I actually had a really great conversation with Dr. Maya from Fly Like Me
Oh
PhD,
yeah.
where we
Yeah.
talked a lot about China and both of our experiences there, because she also had a trip to China and she faced some racism. So yeah, we have a great chat on that if you guys watching, if you want to look that up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like, "Oh, I need to go back." Yes. So, yeah, I love her. She interviewed me a few months ago. Yes. So, okay. So, so I understand that that was definitely a challenge and the staring. I'm like, I can't imagine it hits me a certain way here. Um, but I can't imagine to that extent how overwhelming that could be.
Yeah.
But what was like a really like, oh my goodness, I fell in love with China because of this experience that you had?
The pandas. There's a city called Chengdu. I'm going back. Okay. Like there are pandas everywhere. Not real pandas. They're like panda statues, pandas on
Oh,
buses, pandas on billboards, panda keychains, panda pins, like panda everywhere. Like it's panda explosion. And the food is good. Okay. It's
okay.
in the Sichuan region, so it's like spicy. Ah, delicious. Amazing.
Wow.
I would go back to China just to go hang out in Chengdu and eat. That's it. And be around pandas.
Okay. Wow. Okay. That was yeah, was not expecting that one. You said pandas. I'm like, because at first you said pandas. I'm like, real pandas? She's like, no, not real.
Well,
No.
I did go. I
Okay.
did see real pandas, but there were like too many people for me to enjoy the
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
So,
I get that. I
yeah, it
get
was
that.
very crowded. But I did like to see the pandas. I did like to see the real pandas.
Oh, that's cool. So then you came back home. So after that, and you came back home and you decompressed for a while. What does it feel like? Okay, so before we go on to the next place that you went to, what does it feel like for you when you do the traveling and you're experiencing the world, and then as you are coming back and headed back home to the States? What does that process feel like for you?
Ghetto. It feels real ghetto, real like beneath me, honestly.
Hmm.
Because I think so when I first started traveling, I did something ridiculous. I left abroad for the first time and I was gone for 15 months. Right. So I'm not used to leaving and come back, leaving and coming back. Because when I leave, I usually stay gone.
Hmm.
Coming back and having to like deal with jet lag and having to deal with like customs and racism, like the first day, it's like, oh, can you
Hmm.
ease me back? Can you ease me back into oppression? I wasn't ready. I had a break.
Hmm. Yep.
I had a break. And then another thing that was
Back to
odd,
reality. It's like, ah,
yes, it's like back to reality. And then also I have all of the things. I have like the global entry, I have the clear plus. Why are you pulling me for secondary screenings? Leave me alone.
yeah, that
Asking
doesn't all that stuff doesn't mean anything right now. It doesn't mean crap. Yeah.
I hate that for me. Another thing is so the jet lag from coming back from China though was really intense. I didn't feel like I was back to myself until like maybe like a week after I had gotten home, like a week and a half.
Mhm.
Like it still felt like because I mean, you lose 2 days going and you lose 2 days coming back. So it was like your
Okay.
body is still trying to figure out what day of the week it is.
Yeah.
So that was a big part of it too.
Wow. Wow. And so, it's so funny because you were talking about the global entry and all that. I don't have global entry, and I was about to get it as I was leaving the States. I was about to get it, like leaving, moving away. And I was like,
Right.
girl, and I have like clear and like the TSA pre-check and all that stuff, but it's no good here in Europe. So I let all of that go, and I was like, girl, if you go back to the States, you gonna not know how to act at all. Okay. But right now, it doesn't seem to matter what all those special clearances that people have invested in doesn't really matter too much right now, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it's really annoying.
Wow.
So
So how long were you home this time around before? Okay, before you decided, did you already know, you already knew that you were going to Colombia. So how long were you home before you were headed back out?
I didn't know I was going to.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know. Let's see. I think so. I came back from China like middle of July, and Colombia was like end of August. So I think somewhere in July, I decided that I would go on the retreat. It's Diamond, the gallivanting grandma. She had a
Yes.
swimming retreat called Back to the Water in Colombia. I don't know if she's going to do 2026 in Colombia. She said something about like scouting out different places.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so
She in
like
Thailand right now. Okay.
child, living her best, we all aspire. Living her best life. We all aspire.
Girl, her, I think, I don't know, I
Like
think Wendy is with her and something.
yeah,
Yeah, they just
yeah, her travel
doing
buddy.
stuff.
I love that for her. But
Yes.
yeah, so I probably had like a month in between the trips.
Okay. Okay. And so you had already landed back in the States and you were like, I'm doing that.
Yeah, I was like, why not? I love Diamond. I met her in Spain. The first time I was in Spain,
Hmm.
in 2022, I think. Was it
Okay.
2022? No, 2023. 2023. I met Diamond when I was in Spain. And we kept in contact, on the social medias.
Hmm.
But then like when she was on my channel talking about the retreat, I was like, oh, I'll go, I'll support you. I don't know how to swim. And when I said I don't know how to swim, so many Black women were like, me either. I don't know how to swim either. I should really learn. And I'm
So
like,
relatable. Yeah.
ugh, so
I
relatable.
don't know.
This is like
Yeah.
we shouldn't be afraid of getting in the water. And there's so many, it's fun. Like there's so many fun things to do in the water that I feel like a lot of us are missing out on because we're afraid.
Yeah, I'm still scarred as a child and stuff, and my parents, they didn't know and stuff. And actually, I don't think because they put. I remember I was like maybe 5 and stuff when I was in the swim class, because my dad was in the military, so we were up in Monterey, California, and I just remember, to me, in my mind, that was the biggest. That might as well have been an ocean of like a whole like the ocean, because it was just so big. It was just traumatizing. And
Mm,
this was like, back in the 70s and stuff. So they were like, yes, we're gonna teach you to swim. Now go under. Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, I don't yeah, so that's probably why I try to avoid getting on boats and I
But
get
I
ready to
think
go to Lisbon.
what's so interesting about like Diamond's retreat is like it's almost, yes, we're learning how to swim, but there's also this like healing element in it. Like everyone has their story about why they're afraid of the water,
Hmm.
And so like sharing those memories, talking through it, but then also like reclaiming your body, reclaiming your connection to water. There's like an element there where it's like, 80% of our bodies are made up of water, right? Like
Hmm.
our ancestors were swimmers. If your ancestry originates on the west coast of Africa, your people were swimmers. Like
Hmm.
that is a trait that's in your DNA. You should learn how to swim. You should be connected to water. You're actually going back to water.
Hmm.
And I think that's a beautiful message, and I think it's very healing. And I think a lot of the women in the retreat, by the end of it, we all got to a place where we were happy with our obviously you don't completely learn how to swim, but you get really comfortable in the, I mean, actually, but you get comfortable enough in the water to where it feels like, oh, this is something that I can do, and you feel empowered. And it's like it's amazing to see like what your body does. Like your body is naturally going to take care of you, right? The water doesn't have to
When
be.
you're I love that. It's like, and that's why I kind of came with that title, like the breaking free, because it's like I saw the social media post, and you guys, oh my goodness, not just of course I saw the different stages of the connection in the water,
Yeah.
and it was just so beautiful. Yeah, so that whole program, it just seemed amazing. And then on top of that, the food and the whole photo shoots with the dresses, and yeah, it was just beautiful through and through, just to see all these Black women just like embracing, addressing the fear, and embracing what their bodies can do, knowing what their bodies can do, and do it with confidence. and
Yeah.
building on that foundation. Just beautiful.
It was
Just
amazing. It really was. And we really learned how to swim in only 3 days.
okay.
Like crazy. The progress in that amount of time, like we were swimming 3 times a day. I paid for extra lessons. So I think I probably swam maybe like some days I did 4, but we only had 3 days to learn how to swim and we all did it and it was amazing. So yeah, it was.
Wow. Okay. It seemed like so was the swim instructor, was the program local or was it somebody from somewhere else? Was it a local program?
So she connected with, they were Colombian, our swim instructors. But I
Okay.
think they're from Medellin. They're from Medellin.
Okay.
Right. And we were in Cartagena.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Because I was wondering, I was like, I didn't know if that was something that she did the collaboration and then like all of a sudden now they're just going to be getting bookings left and right. Like that was the kickoff for their business. I don't know. Okay.
Well, if y'all want, listen, I'll share that information. They're amazing. Mariana and Lauda, they're these two twins. They're Colombian twins. They taught us how to swim. And when I tell you, like, they encouraged me, they also pushed me, like, not push me in the water, but like they
Yeah.
were like, you're letting fear get in the way. You can do this. Like, there were times even when like we were jumping off the boat into the water and I was like, oh, I can't do this, I don't know. And Mariana looked at me and she was like, you can do this, like you have done more than this, so you can do this. And to hear that, to hear somebody be so confident in you and also like assessing your skills and your ability and giving you the tools. Like I've never
Hmm.
had the tools before. Like I didn't know how to breathe. I didn't know what to do with my hands and my legs when I get into water. But now even like if you jump or someone pushes you, I understand like, okay, you blow out so you don't inhale water. Like there's just certain tactics that they
Yeah.
taught us in that time to where I feel like I can confidently jump into a body of water and I'm afloat. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm afloat.
Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. Like I was like, I don't know if you have their link. If not, just message send it to me so I can make sure I put it in the description.
Definitely, I'll send it to you. I'll give you their contact information.
Okay, so yes, it's like
Yeah.
if I don't have it posted by the time this we end our conversation today, it will be in the description. So yes, that is awesome. Wow. It's just so I'm just like I want to believe people always pick on me because my daughters and people have just said it's like you should learn how to swim. It's like, yeah, there's many things I should do and stuff. I don't know if that'll be something I do in my lifetime. But you know what? Diamond improved. Like it's never too late. Okay.
It's never too late. It's never too
So
late,
it
and I
may
think
not be this season, but yeah, it
it
might be the
helps.
next season.
It helps when you see other Black women doing it too. Like they all have the same
Mhm.
fears. They're all like at the same stage as you, and it's just a really supportive environment. I think that is a really special experience. So if you're gonna make the jump and you're gonna decide that you want to learn how to swim, I would say check out Diamond's Retreat.
Yes, and stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
she's so wonderful. She is absolutely wonderful and stuff. I just posted because it's like what happens is I'll interview and it's like it's part of my learning experience right now. It's like my whole thing is like creating clips from like the long form interviews that I've done and stuff. So I just posted something like I created it probably a month ago and I forgot I had it saved in a draft and I just posted and one of the things she's like, wherever you go, there you are. I just yes, she has all kinds of gems
She's
just
all
coming
kind.
out and
Yeah.
makes you think about what you're doing and what your goals are in life and how you can change things. So um so now you've done this, you got back, you
Mhm.
got settled back in the States, and then you plan to go to Ghana. My
Yes.
oldest daughter is actually planning to go
Really.
to Ghana. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm actually going to Toronto this weekend, and then I'll go to
Oh,
Ghana.
okay. Okay. So have you been to Ghana before? Okay. So what brought I mean, so there's some places where I mean, like I'm like, okay, I would like to go to Prague. I would like to go to Germany because I was born in Germany. There's places, and then some things are just not on my radar. Was Ghana on your radar before, or was it just something that you just kind of like somebody spoke about and you're like, I'll go check that out?
Yeah, pretty much. I am doing a booked retreat, so it's a retreat based around a book. There's this book called Homegoing by Yagyasi. I always say her name wrong.
Okay.
I always sound crazy when I say her name. It's like one of my favorite books, and it's based in Accra. And so we're actually going to be in Accra, and we are going to see different locations that are in the book.
Oh
It's
wow.
really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so is this like is it another group, or is it from your book club that somebody was like, I can make this happen, or they have the right connections?
So it's actually through another group, like another retreat. They actually host book-based retreats all over the world. They've done Mexico. I think they've done Colombia. They've done several places. And
Okay.
I think the organizer actually lives in Ghana now, but she's an American who just got her residency in Ghana.
Okay. Okay. So okay, you've been to China. You're heading to Ghana, Colombia, Mexico. Did you have to get any special like visas ahead of time for China or for Ghana? Do you have to like do any special processes for those? Because I know
So
like Spain, you just take your passport and you just come. But
Mhm.
yeah, so what
So
is
for
that?
China, I did have to apply for a visa. I actually used an agency, and that was a really easy process. I got a 10-year visa for China, so I'll be back. They basically, I
Okay.
mean, you let me know that I could go anywhere for 10 years. I'm gonna be back and I'm gonna bring somebody. Okay. Like we're basically,
So
I'm
many
Chinese.
days you can stay there still, or like, 'cause, I mean, can you just stay there flat out 10 years, or is it like you have to like leave every 90 days, or what?
Yeah,
How does that
yeah.
work?
It's actually, yeah. So it's every 90 days you have to leave. But I've heard that you don't have to stay. They're not picky on how you have to stay away. So what
Mexico used to be
I'm
like the one
think
day turnaround.
I'm thinking I'm gonna be planning a bop through Asia, but
Okay.
we'll see. I don't know. I've been saying a lot of things these last few months. I don't know what I'm
Speak it
doing.
into existence. Speak it into
Exactly.
existence.
It's
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
happen. I just don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna be. Um, But so yeah, so you have to apply for a visa to go to China. You have to apply for a visa to go to Ghana.
Okay.
To go to Ghana, I didn't use an agency. I applied myself. Very stressful, but the process itself was easy. It's just making sure you have all your paperwork, having to send your passport off. Um, and then for me,
So you had
I
to send it to the consulate in the States or to Africa?
no, no, in
Oh,
Washington D.C.
okay.
You send it to
Okay.
You send it to the embassy. I had to do that for China too. You send your passport off and they
Yeah.
send it back to you. And it was fine and I got approved for it. But it was just a little nerve-wracking. You have to get for Ghana, they recommend that you get the yellow fever vaccine. And I've also seen some people recommend that you do what's that thing that they be getting? The I can't remember. I probably need to know. I probably need to know. I can't think about it. But we'll see. If I make it, y'all see me online. If I don't make it, you won't see me online. But
So, so you already got the yellow fever vaccine, or you have to wait, or
I got
did
it.
you already do it? What?
Mhm.
Okay. Was there any like kind of like was your arm like jacked up and just falling off for the few days? What did that look like? What was that?
Yeah, they just prick you. They just
Okay.
prick
Well, I don't know. I've never had that. So I don't know. It's like, is it something that they put up under your tongue? Is it it's yeah.
you.
I don't know what that looks like and stuff.
No,
It
they
may
just
sound like a yeah. There's no dumb questions here and stuff because like until we know, we don't know.
exactly.
Okay.
I mean, if it wasn't affordable, I'll say that.
Oh, it was not affordable? How much was it?
No, I don't remember the price. Maybe I blocked it out of my memory. When I have to spend money, I just really just don't even keep that information in my mind. But I kept thinking like, if I had gotten this vaccine in another country, probably wouldn't cost as much. I was
Mm,
thinking like when I was in Korea, I was thinking, oh, should I just go get vaccinated in Korea? So it's just one of those things. Like, oh, I hate paying for things that should be free here, but whatever.
yeah. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's just so well, this is really exciting. So yeah, so you're gonna go to Toronto, then you're gonna head off to Ghana.
Yeah.
And that's like you said, it's a group. So when was the last time you did your solo travel?
Solo. I mean, I don't know if we would count it. I'll be solo in Toronto. Uh and
Okay,
then
I'll give you that.
when I was traveling to and back from China, I spent some time in Seoul in South Korea. That was by myself. And then also I gave myself a few days. I travel within the states solo. I've traveled within the states solo. So I've been to Seattle this year. I've been to Minnesota. I've been to um oh, I think that's it. Is that it? I don't know. Sometimes you forget where you go because you're moving around so much.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, Diamond. Okay. I
Diamond,
was
we was just
thinking,
talking about you.
girl. Yeah, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh my God, Diamond's on here.
We
Okay.
was just talking about you.
Yes. Yes. We're just giving you all the praise. Like, yeah, you must have something on your back of your neck. You like, people are talking about me. I can feel it. It's just so wow. Well, that's
No,
cool.
it's okay.
So now that you've taken your time, I know that you're back here, you're back doing content. Do you have any kind of like do you feel any kind of I guess renewed energy with what you're doing because what we do as far as I'll say for me I'm not monetized or anything like that. I do this content because one, I love learning processes, and two, I love sharing my experience to let other people know that they're not alone. That the impossible that you think is impossible is very possible. So that's why I shared with you taking the break and now coming back. Do you feel any kind of sense of renewed energy or like changes in goals, or what has that been like for you since you took your nice break?
Mm, so I still hold that I have my YouTube channel because it's something that I enjoy doing. Um, and recently I got a new camera. So a lot of, if you guys watch my Colombia video, a lot of that was shot on my new camera. And I've been learning how to like edit footage on Final Cut Pro. I've been learning how to like best organize my footage and just really getting into like, I guess, videography, I guess. So like maybe doing more videos like that where I can take all the footage from the places that I've been and then talk about my experiences. I think I'm going to start doing a little bit more of that. And I like having conversations with people, right? So I'm always looking for new people to interview on my channel to find out about new places to go. I recently had a really amazing conversation with Sean, Queen of DC, who's based in Vietnam. I'm just feeling the pull for Asia. Like I want there's I just so I'm trying to talk to more people that are in Asia or have been to Asia just to see like what the vibes are. One of my
Hmm.
friends is bopping around Japan right now with her husband, and I'm probably gonna get her back on the channel. She's been on the channel before, but maybe I'll get both of them down to the channel to talk about Japan. And yeah, so I feel like the world is opening up for me, and there's a lot to see, but there's also a lot of people to connect with. I think there are a lot of people out there doing amazing things, and I'm just interested to get to know everybody and get to broaden my horizons, I
That's
guess.
cool. That's cool. It's so funny because, like, for me, I'm like, you have got to take this content and do something with it. So I've just really been like really kind of like creating more clips, not just from my interviews, but like I was in, France for 2 weeks on a pet sit and I had all this footage. So I've done like three. I have one more post for Instagram where I created just from all this and stuff, and somebody had said the other day, oh God, I was gonna remember who said it. Hold on. But she was like, oh, your content. I'm pulling it up because I want to make sure I got it right. Because I was like, girl, really? You think so? Okay. It was uh Terry, KDM 360. She says, or that person said, I can tell you are a skilled content creator. I was like, who, me? It takes me all day long to create. 2 clips that I created for Instagram took me all day long. 2. Okay. And they were like, wow, that you are skilled. I'm like, I that it felt great. And I know
Mm.
I'm improving, but for somebody to say that and in the background, I'm like, girl, this is taking forever. But
I
I'll
mean,
be doing other things.
I also wouldn't call myself a content creator. I'm terrible at posting on social media. Like, I don't know what a reel is. Like, I definitely feel like an elder. Okay. So
Hmm.
I'm always leaning on my mutuals and my friends to be like, okay, what filters are we supposed to be using? Like, what programs are we using? What are we doing? Low key, I probably need to hire somebody. Probably need to hire somebody, but I'm
Yeah.
too cheap and I'm also too curious. I want to know how to do it myself. But I think if I put it out there, like enough people are looking at it, but then also I don't really care I don't care if no one, it doesn't matter if people see it or not. It's just for me, it's the process of making the thing.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
still fun for me to really to get involved in something new. Like I like to learn how to do different things and it's just fun for me right now. Like my
Yeah.
channel is fun for me. Talking to people is fun for me. So I'm gonna keep doing it. You know?
Yeah. It's so funny because yeah, because I've thought about it. I was like, well, eventually you're gonna have to get a social media manager because this is too much and stuff. But then it's like, I'm like, I feel like if I get a social media manager somewhere down the line, not right now, but I feel like my personality won't shine through in the content. Because I know I have my weird person, how I cut and how I edit and how I kind of close off conversations, whatever. It's like I feel like that might get lost in translation when somebody else is doing it.
Mm.
And so yeah, right now, again, it's just a bunch of fun and it is very time consuming, but I do thoroughly enjoy creating and learning how to. I had no clue. I mean, just the other day, 2 things. I just did my first voiceovers for content, like for the first time last week. And I was like, okay, girl, you're
Yeah.
talking over your video. And then I learned how to pan. Okay. How to like pan or zoom in on something. I mean, this was just last week. Okay. I've had Instagram and social media for a while. I thought I was like the best. I thought I was serious pro. Okay.
We are forever students. We are forever
Yes.
students.
Yes, yes, always, always. Well, this has been absolutely amazing, and thank you so much for coming on here. Is there anything? If there's anything that you want to share, any links that will be posted that you need to tell the audience about, anything upcoming, or just
So obviously, if you aren't subscribed to my YouTube channel, follow me on the Awkward Black Nomad. I have a book club. We are reading The Reformatory by Tananarive Due for October. It's our horror read. Very interesting, very good. So if you want to join the Read and Wander book club, I will find a link and share that link with you.
is it the awkward black nomad check page? Is
Uh-uh.
that it?
Uh-uh.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, I don't know what this is then. Okay, I won't put that on there. Forget it. Never mind.
I mean,
Okay.
I do have a Facebook group. If you want to join my Facebook page, it's the Awkward Black Nomad Facebook page. But I'll send my link to you for the Read and Wonder Book Club. We usually choose that was also on a hiatus while I've been away. But we choose a book every month and then we have a live at the end of the month to chat about it. Sometimes like a few months ago, I want to say this was like May or early June, we actually had an author come and interview with us.
Wow.
Phenomenal. Not me. It was my co-host Yvonne McBride, who has all the connections in the publishing world. So she was able to get the author to come and chat with us about her book. She might be able to get Tananarive Due, fingers crossed, because that's a heavy hitter. We'll see. But that's our book for October.
Read and Wonder Book Club.
Yes,
Okay, here you go. Because I didn't see it. Okay.
I might could.
Let's see here.
Perfecto.
Okay, yeah, but it'll be in the comments. Yeah, actually, it is. I think that is in the description already. So yes, yes. Okay. Well, I'm not okay. So I got to share this and stuff. So I am learning my Spanish, and the best way for me to learn and get better at my Spanish is I went to the library. First of all, I went to go get a kid's book from the library because I felt like that would be better. But since school has started, the kids part of the library is closed off until 3 o'clock, and I was out and about. So I got a book, and what I do is this was like A for adultery. Um, it was just like a book, and I was like, okay, well, that's a pretty color. And I just got the book. But what I'm doing is I bring up Google Translate. I literally read like a couple of sentences at a time. And then Google Translate says it in, translates it. And then from there, like it'll help me, like it'll say, like, this is how you say this word or whatever stuff. And so I'm literally reading this book. It's gonna be the slowest read ever, but I don't care because it's really cool. It just kind of like it's at my own pace. Like right now I'm dedicating like maybe 45 minutes to an hour where I'm reading it out loud. Google Translate is like, okay, I hear what you're saying. You said this word wrong. And then from there I can also select some vocabulary words and I create like flashcards on my Quizlet. So
Nice.
yes,
That's really
another
cool.
way. Yeah. So besides my sewing class where it's immersive, yeah, I'm like, I'm going to talk full sentences to my granddaughters in Spanish one day. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Full
Well,
sentences that they can understand.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, and her not get mad and be like, I don't know what you're saying, Lolly, but this is completely wrong. Okay. And so, well, yes, thank you so much. Again, guys, please do make sure that you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you will know when I go live, when I have something great to say. And please do make sure, again, the launch is coming up where my calendar opens up for the Travel Buddy experience. So make sure that you do sign up. Go to locatingcozy.com/get ready to sign up so you'll get the notifications of when everything goes live, when things are being launched and services are being offered on via Locating Cozy. And hey, guys, thank you so much. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. It is 9:30 here, so I'm gonna chill and have my cocktail. Peace out, y'all. I love you much. You take care.
Exit music.